Welcome to Wrestling Talk. This is Comic Cookie 73, and today we're going to be doing my SummerSlam predictions. We're going to start with night 1 and then go into night 2. So the first match we're going to be talking about is Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. This match is probably not going to be the main event by any means, because it just doesn't have main event, stakes, because I don't really care. And you want me to tell you what? I feel like it would be probably the best move for Jade Cargill to win, maybe, but I don't feel like they're going to do that. So I'm going to go with Tiffany Stratton retains her title. Okay, next match we're going to talk about is Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Now you have two people who lose all the time, Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. So this could go either way, but Drew McIntyre loses a lot more. Even though he's my favorite, I realize that, and Randy Orton and Jelly Roll are going to win. And next is for the WWE. The next match is for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and it's Gunther versus CM Punk. Now, this I have a lot to talk about. I feel like this match is going to be one of the best matches of, the night, and this one should main event the whole show, because it has two... Gunther never gets a chance to main event a show, and CM Punk should main event a SummerSlam, so... I'm not saying that... I also call the first night tag team night, because there's three tag team matches the whole night, but the winner who I think is going to be the person who I think is going to be the winner here is Gunther. By the way, he's my second favorite, and the reason why I think this is because they're not going to have Gunther just lose the title after beating Goldberg, especially. And Gunther has never lost at a SummerSlam, I don't think. So, you should keep that streak going. Somehow, some way. The next match is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. It's Judgment Day. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I don't care about this match, and the winner is going to be Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. This one might be good if it's not rushed through. If none of these matches are rushed through, and you could have almost 4 hours to work it, or at least 3 hours and 30 minutes, this show could be real good if you extend the time to 30 minutes for each. Only then it will be considered good, in my opinion. But if this really gets the opportunity to get going and not cut short, because usually it's either the women matches that get cut short or one of the matches that, start to get good, and then they have to cut it right in the middle when it starts to get good, because they only have 3 hours to work with. At least give them 3 hours and 30 minutes, Peacock. It's the least you could do. They've been giving you business. I don't know if WWE just went on Netflix, there would be no need to have Peacock anymore, at least for me. Because then I'd much rather go to Netflix. That's the thing. I much rather, but that's just my opinion. Sorry if you hear a lot of banging sound. People are working on the house. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that match. The next match we're going to talk about is Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Now, this could be a main event, but I don't see that happening. I feel like it might be a good match, though. I'm excited to see Braun Breaker wrestle Roman Reigns. And overall, I feel like this is going to be a good match. But that's the reason why I'm going to go with Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are probably winning this. Roman Reigns has also been losing a lot lately. The next match, probably going to kick off the show. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Nothing exciting. The winner is going to be Sami Zayn. Okay. Now we go on to night 2. We're going to start off with what's going to be our main event. And you already know, night 2. We already know what the main event is going to be. And you want me to tell you what I think of it? It could go. You want me to tell you what? You want me to tell you what they could do? You want me to tell you what happens when you do the same match twice? And the first time it stinks and then you book it again? I need a pen for this because then it will be funny. You just made the list! Okay, this match just made the list. Okay. But Cody Rhodes and John Cena in a street fight for the WWE Championship. Champion John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Who cares? I still think it's too early for John Cena to lose. But it's too early. But you don't want to make Cody lose either. Clean yet. So I'm going to go with, since it's a street fight, I'm going to go with an upset of the century. John Cena retains the title again. Next. Well, this is actually the night where I call all the matches have some form of stipulation except one. Naomi, this is a triple threat match for the WWE Women's World Championship. And a triple threat I do consider a new enough match type to count as Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. I feel like they only gave Naomi the title to have her lose it, you know? She's a transitional champion, which means she's not going to be champion for long. It's sad, but it's going to be true, and Rhea Ripley is getting that title back. Is what I would like to say, but Naomi is retaining the title. I got you there. But only she's going to be losing it this month to Stephanie Vaquer, though. Okay, a no disqualification, no count out match. For some reason, they just didn't want to call it no DQ. They had a no count out last chance match. For the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. If Lynch wins, Vaquer could no longer challenge for the title as long as Lynch is champion. The winner here is going to be Lyra Valkyria. Is what I like to say, but it's Becky Lynch. Steel cage match for the United States Championship. The champion Jacob Fatu champion Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. Solo was going to retain somehow, so I'm going to go with Solo Sikoa. Singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Champion. The champion Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Dominic Mysterio. I just have a feeling. a six-pack challenge TLC match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. The champion, the Wyatt Six, Dexter Lumis and Joe Casey versus Andrade and Rey Fenix versus Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, aka DIY, versus Fraxium, Axiom, and Nathan Frazier versus Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabian versus the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. That, I had to say that fast. And the winner of this is going to be the White Six, of course, because Triple H is a fan of having people have long title reigns, so of course they're not going to lose it. And that is all the matches for SummerSlam. We'll be back with the in August. We only have 3 more days till the pay-per-view. And then that's when hopefully the day after, on the 3rd, I'll tell you how I thought of it, what I thought of it. I'm going to be giving my predictions, my rating of the whole SummerSlam card then. Goodbye.